So once again, probably a very kind of a theme here going on with Saint Irenaeus. But our way of thinking is attuned to the Eucharist, and the Eucharist in turn confirms our way of thinking. Saint Irenaeus of Lyons. So the Eucharist is the gift. The Eucharist is the ousia of the faith. It helps us reach theosis. It helps us reach that communion with God. And being a church, the true church of apostolic succession, next to the Catholic Church, of course, that it's one of those things where you get a sense of, well, there's no sense of isms, because holding true to the Eucharistic gifts and the sacraments that the church provides, then there's no need to replace or to give way to things that are going to be constant dialectics under the church that just becomes basically a schizophrenic mess. Catholicism has its fair share of issues with that. Protestantism sure does. It comes to the point where you're just interjecting more modernity into the teachings, into the true teachings. The Eucharist is one of those things that the church has provided as far as traditions being carried out through the generations passed down to survive. I mean, without the Eucharist or the liturgy, those are cornerstones. I mean, those are absolute foundations and principles to the truth, the way, and the life. And as far as the ethos goes, that is something that we rejoice in the eternal logos of the faith. So therefore, the telos of our theosis gets there. It gets there through the Eucharist. And you could even say there's a pathos to the Eucharist, because there certainly is. And I mean that in the sense of, like, there's a way. Like, the pathos gives a way. I'm not saying it in the Greek sense of the word, which, could mean a couple things. Well, I am saying it as a Greek word, but I mean it more so in a sense where the Eucharist gives way. It makes a path to the end goal, which is the telos. And that ethos breathes life into it. The Eucharist gives that ethos so much life, so much fulfillment, so much to be humbled in, and so much to realize the gifts that God does provide us, and to be thankful for it. So the Eucharist literally means thanksgiving, holy offering. So with that, and with the ousia of the faith, there is that communion, and it is going to be something that is constant. It's constantly in momentum. It's constantly it's there. And I'll get into the hypostases of it later, but it's there. And ousia does a good job of just breaking it down and explaining the different variables when it comes to something like the Eucharist. But to attach that to it, it's very easy to do. And with that, that's about it.